When migrant children arrive in this country without their parents, they are processed and then eventually sent to the home of family members or an adult sponsor. Federal agents check on those homes, but some advocates and elected leaders in Baltimore say those checks are an excuse to find undocumented immigrants. That's the subject of a new report from our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. And reporter Danny Zawadny joins us now. Good to see you again, Danny. In your report, you say that the majority of these children come from Central America and Mexico, again, without their parents. So what is their journey like to get here?
Sure, and thank you so much for having me on. These children, they're traveling from their home countries to the United States border, often with a family member. If it's not, they're not traveling with their parents, but maybe with a sibling, with another aunt or uncle or someone else. Sometimes they'll do that in these large groups, which we've seen media reports in the past called migrant caravans. The families may pay what is known as a coyote in Spanish, or essentially a smuggler that will travel in a smaller group. That trip to the southern border could include, boat rides, days on buses. Could include hopping on the back of a freight train and sure enough, walking as well. So a very, very long journey often that takes quite a long time where they arrive at our border.
So I understand the idea of a welfare check. Obviously, you want these children to be in a safe environment. But do these families, if they are now nervous about these welfare checks, do they have to cooperate with the people who come to do them? What are lawyers and advocates saying?
Sure. So to be clear, ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, does not typically or has not typically in the past done these welfare checks. These children, they are sent to government-run shelters where shelter workers then look to reunify this child with another family member or an adult sponsor through a vetting process. It often ends up being a family member that the child was trying to unify with. So there is a vetting process done by the Office of Refugee Resettlement on the front end, which is not an arm of the Department of Homeland Security. When federal agents arrive now at these new welfare checks, the reports are showing that very few times they're arriving with actual warrants looking to arrest someone. The child might often not actually be there. They're doing them during school hours. So advocates and lawyers, they're saying that this new practice is instilling a lot of fear and is intimidating families, even though the stated goal of this is for the welfare of the child.
All right. Interesting report. I urge people to take a look at it. Very insightful. Thank you always, Danny. And if you'd like to read this report and other independent reporting from our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, head to thebaltimorebanner.com.